I kid you not. This is not Saturday Night Live. This is real. Laura Loomer has gone too far. Here it is.
This clip of Kamala Harris, who of course pretends to be black, also pretending to have a black urban accent, which is pretty racist and offensive because look at the way she talks. She tries to use this like real ghetto talk, and it's like, okay, do you think that all black people talk like that, Kamala? You think that we talk like this and we want to ask questions because we don't know how to speak proper English? You know, we don't ask questions, we ask. We're going to talk about this, homegirl. I mean, really, honestly, it is so disrespectful and racist to black people. So there's a lot of very educated black people out there that don't talk like that. Okay. There's a lot of black people out there that know how to speak proper English that don't go around speaking jive. You feels me? We was kangs. I'll tell you, homegirl, when we get this done together, my friend. You feels me? You feels me? When we get this done together, you feels me? You feels me, homegirl? We was kangs. You feels me? I worked at McDonald's. I used to smoke weed and listen to Tupac in my college room.
Yeah. Now, that actually did not offend Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was okay with that. Here's what made her upset. Here's the post. Laura Loomer then posted on her social media, if Kamala Harris wins, the White House will smell like curry and White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center, and the American people will only be able to convey their feedback through a customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call that nobody will understand. Kamala Harris posted this as a young girl visiting my grandparents in India. My grandfather took me on his morning walks where he would discuss the importance of fighting for equality and fighting corruption. He was a retired civil servant who had been part of the movement to win India's independence.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Marjorie Taylor Greene jumps into the picture here. Here's what she says about Laura Loomer. This is appalling and extremely racist. It does not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA. This does not represent President Trump. This type of behavior should not be tolerated ever. Laura Loomer should take this down.
Wow.
Okay? Now, if you're wondering, has hell frozen over? Has Marjorie Taylor Greene changed her stripes? No, not at all. What we find is that, first of all, context. Marjorie Taylor Greene keynoted a white supremacist conference. Okay, she never denounced that. So she's still that same person. Marjorie Taylor Greene has said insane and extreme racist things in her life as a congressperson and obviously prior. The reason why she's going after Laura Loomer is because she just doesn't like her personally. They fell out. How do we know that? Well, Loomer would then go on a massive rant about Greene. Here it is. Once again, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is extremely jealous and vindictive over the fact that she wasn't successful in turning Donald Trump against me, is now behaving like a leftist and accusing me of being racist. Kamala Harris is on video calling herself Indian and saying she cooks with the curry. She also refuses to speak to the media, so there is a strong likelihood that she would set up a call center to avoid speaking to the press and being honest with the American people, as if the president answers the damn phone at the White House. But I digress. Hey, Marjorie Taylor Greene, speaking of racism, one of your former staffers told me you have a favorite word that starts with N. What if the staffer has a video? You see, it's getting good now. We're getting down to the cause and effect here. All right. This is why I'm here. I'm here to find out, damn it, do you have a video of Marjorie Taylor Greene saying the N-word? I'm only here for that. Okay. So there's more. She continued. It's rather ironic that Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to call me racist when Marjorie Taylor Greene is full-blown anti-Semite who believes that Jewish people use space lasers to control the world. She said that years ago, Laura. That's old stuff. Along with being an anti Semitic. Marjorie Taylor Greene is also a poor excuse for a Christian. Her marriage failed because she couldn't keep her legs closed while she was a new member of Congress and was too busy screwing some guy from a CrossFit. I saw the guy from the CrossFit. Looks like Macho Man Randy Savage. She is not representative of the GOP or what it means to be an American, to be American first. Nobody talks about her anymore because she's annoying and irrelevant and a sellout. She would end her rant with, "Hey, Marjorie Taylor Greene, how come you weren't at the debate? Guess you gave up on Trump. He gave up on your boyfriend, Speaker McCarthy." Don't talk about representing Trump when you paid for the 2024 domain and used your campaign funds to orchestrate the dinner between Nick Fuentes and Kanye West. I exposed you months ago and I'll do it again, you trailer trash harpy. Now,
Yes.
now, ladies, I need Marjorie Taylor Greene to respond. So Marjorie Taylor Greene did respond. Here's what Marjorie Taylor Greene said, all right? Little bit of history lesson for a few of you. Laura and I used to be friends going back to 2018. I used to defend her. She means I used to defend her racism. I used to defend her and support her like in this post here. I endorsed her first run for Congress, donated to her, and fundraised for her, and then she lost. Then when she ran again against Daniel Webster, I told her to run in another district so she could win, but she refused. When I did not endorse her, she turned on me and began attacking me and lying about me. I still advocated for her to get her former Twitter account back, now X account. Laura has lied so much about me and others, like Matt Gaetz, even though we are President Trump's most loyal and fierce elected members of Congress. She breaks a few good stories here and there, but there are many others she embellishes or flat out lies. However, her attacks have no bearing on me, nor am I concerned with what she says. As a matter of fact, outside of a bubble on this platform, most regular people don't know who she is. But when it comes to posts that are flat out racist, hateful, and make President Trump look bad, she needs to be responsible and delete them. Okay, all right, Loomer, your turn. Loomer says, I hope anyone is successful in removing Marjorie Taylor Greene from office, Republican or Democrat. DM me for free oppo, meaning opposition research on Marjorie Taylor Greene. I give it to any of her opponents for free. Ladies and gentlemen, I have already put in my inbox. I am waiting on a response. I possibly may run for Congress. No one knows the future. Okay? So as soon as I get a response from Laura Loomer, Laura, listen, does the staffer have this racist individual saying the N-word? Now, we've already dealt with your racism. We know you're racist. And the reason why you know there's a tape is because you all say the same thing to each other. So it's safety here. All right? I'm sure you're turning some kind of code. You're back on some kind of bigoted code here. And we'll appreciate you for it. But definitely I want to make sure that you get that tape to me as soon as possible. Francesca, hell of a thing. Thoughts here?
I don't want to spoil your chances of getting that tape, but this is just like trash on trash, you
It
know. It is Karen on Karen crime. We
Yes.
don't talk about that enough, and I think we should. This is obviously a bucket of crabs, which is MAGA. They all have crabs, and now they're in a bucket of crabs, just crawling over one another to try and get ahead. And it's also so sad because there's no solidarity among the women in MAGA, okay? You all go to the same plastic surgeon. Well, maybe Marjorie Greene sort of more valiantly walks around with her face, and good for her. Laura Loomer wouldn't recommend that. But anyway, the point is here's where I'll take, okay, we're dealing with trash here, but here's my take on this. Of course, nobody buys that Marjorie Greene is actually offended by Laura Loomer's incredibly offensive and racist post. Yes.
Right.
It's true. Nobody knows who Laura Loomer is outside of the Twitter bubble. People do know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is. Sadly, she is an elected congressperson. Here's my thing. Who you believe? Like, who are you going to believe? I believe the person who has nothing to lose. Laura Loomer has nothing. All she has is to traffic in like oppo research on Marjorie Greene. Marjorie Greene's trying to be a little bit respectable ish, and using Laura Loomer as kind of like fodder to make herself seem, yes, less insane, and that she hasn't chased every single conspiracy theory down a rabbit hole, and said it out loud. And so I like this because I think Laura Loomer is obviously a liar on a million things, but like, don't ever underestimate how much MAGA hate each other and will tear one another down if it means like boosting their followers. I mean, we do it on the left too. Like, I'm not proud of it. People do it on the left. It's not good. But you definitely know that MAGA loves to do that. That's why Boebert and Marjorie Greene also had a falling out. So
Yeah.
TBD.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, Laura, don't let Marjorie Taylor Greene call you a liar out here in these streets. Now, you said you had a tape with her saying the N-word. I expect a tape this week. All right, we'll bring you updates as to come.